Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are right here on the campus of TOUGALOO College. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me, Coach Eric Strothers of the TOUGALOO Bulldogs, and TOUGALOO, the number one seed in the GCAC, going into the tournament this week. First game is going to be Thursday at 8 p.m. against the winner of the Virgin Islands and Dillard. Coach, how ready do you think your guys are to take on this GCAC tournament?
Well, I think my guys are ready. We had a tough 3 games on the road, Virgin Island, and then we came and played Fisk, and then we went and played Oakwood. And anytime you can win on the road, man, it's big. And I think now we got a chance to come home and get a little rest and get our legs up under us. So we getting ready, and we excited about the tournament, but definitely we excited about the number one seed.
For sure, and played the Virgin Islands. You're on a big winning streak going into that game, dropping that game by 3 on the road, but then bouncing back pretty good, winning against Fisk and against Oakwood. You're talking about 3 games in a row on the road, and after losing the first road game, able to close out the season and nail down that number one seed. What clicked with your team? Of course, you've been clicking most of the season, but taking that loss and then going ahead and getting those 2 wins, and you're talking about close wins.
Right. Well, going to the Virgin Island took a lot out of us. The travel part of it took a lot out of us. Our team was kind of weary anyway because we went to Talladega that before we went to the Virgin
That's
Island,
right.
and we had a big game with them, and we spent a lot of energy in Talladega. Talladega was tied with us for first, so it took a lot of energy. Then we went to the Virgin Island, and and it hurt. It hurt my team, and they was really hurt behind the loss, but they bounced back. Anytime you can bounce back like that, and we traveled to Nashville, and we was on the road, and we won that game by 2 points, and it was a really heated game. Got a chance to play against one of my favorite players, Keenan Anderson, which is the head coach, and it was a good game. And then from there we moved over to the next day, and it was a real good game with Oakwood. Oakwood got a good team, and we had to go in there and play. But the one thing about it, Trellis, it was senior night for all 3 games. So you usually don't beat
Yeah.
teams on senior night. So we had a lot of adversity, but we came through. And I pat my team on the back, and I pat my assistant coaches on the back. We did very well.
And so, one thing that we were talking about earlier on in the season, about a month ago or so, is that you wanted your chemistry to come in with your team. You felt like your chemistry wasn't where it was last year, but ever since then, I think that you've won 5 out of 6 games with these guys, and you're talking about close games, being able to come down the wire and get the wins, and the one loss being by 3 points down, very far away, miles and miles away. So, how do you think? What's the status of that with your team in your eyes?
Well, anytime, Trellis, you can win 23 games and go 23-5 in your regular season, I think you're doing something right. My team, they feeding off the energy of each other. I mean, they playing for each other now, and we're getting some of that chemistry that I've been talking about. We're learning how to get the ball inside. We're taking better shots. We're being more disciplined on offense and defense that we need to be. If you're gonna win a championship, you got to be disciplined.
Yeah.
So my team is getting a lot more disciplined, like my last year team. But we still learning, and we day to day.
And so, tournament time, a lot of times it's a different animal. Of course, you guys very seasoned in that aspect as well, winning this tournament last year. Just kind of talk about what it's going to take to win it back to back.
Well, it's gonna take some toughness. We're gonna have to be tough, and we're gonna have to be physical. But again, we're gonna have to be disciplined. When you get in the, when you lose, you go home. It's different. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Your shots come a little shorter. You don't get the rebound. You short arm a lot of stuff. You question some things you do as a coach. But I think we seasoned enough to get to the final game. I think my players gonna be rested, and I think we're gonna be ready to go.
Coach, well, appreciate you joining us for sure. And the TOUGALOO Bulldogs heading to Tuscaloosa for this GCAC tournament. Please be sure to check in with the stream. We won't be streaming right here, but they will be streaming some games there, HBC Plus. But be sure to follow these TOUGALOO Bulldogs and see what's going on with them here in this tournament. But we appreciate you joining us. Please hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. All right, folks, welcome back. We are right here on the campus of TOUGALOO College. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me, Keenan Barnes, associate head coach of the women's basketball team here at TOUGALOO College. And, Coach, you know, you got a team that's heading into the GCAC tournament here coming up. What are the things that you're trying to get these ladies prepared for coming into the tournament?
It's just about the next game. Our goal is to be 1-0. And just embrace the moment. Uh, don't be bigger than the moment, and know that you got a team behind you that's willing to fight for you and get a dub.
I know with this team that you've had, you've had some of the ladies get, knocked up, get injured a little bit, but be able to come back. Just what do you think? How do you think this team has grown over the course of the season?
They've grown tremendously. I've seen a lot of, especially in my guard play, a lot of maturity from some freshmen, as well as some upperclassmen that's really embraced the role of being a leader, and really seeing the difference that it makes. And so it's been a long season. It's been a grind, but I think that we're performing at the right time.
Yeah, and just here at home, you took on Wiley, and you got that big win here at home. It was a very close game. How much did that win go? How long of a ways did it go for this team?
It went. It was much needed. It was much needed. And more than confirming some things, it was some affirmations.
Yeah.
That we knew that we could get the job done. And that's really been the thing that we've been battling all season is the difference between potential and making it happen. And so I think to get that big dub against a very talented team, was big as far as our confidence level and overall team camaraderie.
So what are some things that you have seen from your team that you would want to improve heading into this tournament in order to win this tournament?
Rebounding. I think that's been our Achilles heel for most of the season, and really just going out and having the right mentality to win the game and play for each other.
Absolutely. This is Coach Keenan Barnes, associate head coach of the TOUGALOO Lady Bulldogs basketball team. They will be playing their first game tomorrow, I'm correct on
yes,
that, for sure, there in Tuscaloosa, Alabama for the GCAC tournament. Thank you, folks, for joining us. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm Trellis Williams. We out.